still got your boombox? Play something and turn it way up.
Hey, don't I know you? I want you a friend of a friend I befriended, or at least pretended to. When I was at school, must have been a late bloomer. Now you're in the same room, and I just can't concentrate. You grew up and snuck up on me, and well, I just don't know, yeah, how you got so easy on the eyes, heavy on my mind, till I pass you by to my ordinary life. That mistake was mine, made when I was young, but not.
What's up, y'all? Hi. I swear to you, I almost didn't make it on. I was recording with a friend / client today, which was nice. I was making a little money to produce music, which I really enjoyed. And I haven't eaten, so we're going to just be multitasking. But hi. How we doing? Nice to see you guys in the chat. All however many of you there are, because Streamlabs won't tell me. Streamlabs also won't tell me what is and is not making noise right now. So, the new update's going great. Good job, you guys. What are you going to do? You know? I'm eating mac and cheese. And enjoying it. Not bacon. Pulled pork mac and cheese. Incoming link to a Chrome or Firefox will allow your pronouns to be displayed by username and say, oh, that's cool. Close, Doc. It's not bacon. It's pork, which I don't normally eat, but I'm really hungry. So, we're doing this. I've had a cool day. The studio is a little bit of a mess right now because I've been like set up for recording, and I got to actually, you know, run some cable and hook up some mics that I don't normally use, and record some stuff. And I thought it turned out really great. And we're gonna listen to those sessions in a little bit, I think, once I'm done eating. I want to just hang and talk while I eat, if you guys don't mind. Maybe rob Big Cheese Records a little bit. Hear about your night. Tell me what's going on with you guys. And just enjoy food. Which I forgot to eat today. I had an apple fritter for breakfast. And then all I had other than that was tea. My skin and hair look exceptional if I need a vanity boost. Thank you. Mel did this. She shaved the sides for me to get me clean. Cleaned up for a show. I'd watch a Twitch show where you just eat. There's probably a market for that. I bet you I could make an OnlyFans where all I do is just eat food, and people would still pay to watch. I actually keep getting asked about OnlyFans. A few people have asked me to do it. I'm like, I don't feel body confident. I full respect to everyone who does that. I get your bag however you want. I don't have the nerve right now to take lewd photographs of myself. And I will never have the courage to take nude photographs of myself, I'm sure. Things really snowballed today, man. I started my day by posting that I was considering, and I posted it to Patreon first, that I was considering doing this cassette. Shirtless, maybe, yeah, I could, but not until I lose my COVID weight. I got a little belly down here right now. But yeah, I do like my tattoos. And like, I'm fine with my arms. They're nice arms. They're okay. They're arms. But I got a little belly on right now. A little COVID belly. And I want to lose that. You know, I want to get my line back. Before I took my shirt off. So I started talking about this Flutter and Wow thing I had, this idea I had. Because I got all these beautiful little acoustic versions of songs that I recorded just to prove to myself that the songs would sound good that way, or to work out arrangements, or to do a scratch track to show somebody, or whatever it was. And in the act of doing that... Oh, hi. Do you want to come say hello to everybody?
Well, I heard you talking about you having a little belly. So.
You going to come
I
show
have
me
a
up?
little belly too.
Wait. Stop.
Too late. I'm already there.
Let's just turn very gently. Okay, there you go. Do you want to come bring the rest of you in frame now? Oh, hi, baby. Oh my god. It's just, she doesn't make any physical sense at all. She is the same size in every respect except for this absurd belly. And accompanying...
Our child is not absurd.
Our child's definitely absurd.
She just makes me look absurd.
You look beautiful.
Stiff.
Everyone's sending you love and hugs.
Hello, family. I love you.
Sign into the chat.
I'm going to.
Give me that view.
Be patient.
Never. It's not my strong suit and you know it. Be patient, she says. Like she doesn't know me. Like I haven't been Mr. Impatient the entire time we've known each other.
Yeah.
I'm only patient when I really need to be. Yeah. And then I can be. Yeah. But I don't want to be. Anyway. I'd posted that thing that you guys probably all saw. Talking about doing this cassette album release. And I got a lot of positive feedback when I first started talking about it. And I thought, okay, well, I would post an idea for a plan. And go, this is what the plan is. And then people would be like, that's a good plan. Or that's a bad plan. What actually happened was an overwhelming positive response to say, yes, that sounds like something I would really want. And one extremely impatient top tier pre-order immediately. I had to go, I didn't establish the pre-order yet, and they went, yep, but here's that. And so it looks like I'm already on my way to being able to afford to do the Flutter and Wow limited edition release. And the idea behind this is I'll do either 50 or 100 of these depending on demand. Because I know 25 of them are going to be claimed pretty much out of the gate. And I'll order them as soon as the pre-order hits the point where I can afford to, because the tracks just need to be mixed and mastered. They're there. I've been recording them for months. And then we'll do a Monday method where we do the art together. And I think we'll even talk about that tonight, but I won't do it tonight. But we'll talk about it tonight. Because I want to know what would excite you guys as an album cover. You know, do we want to have something that features me in some capacity? Do we want to do artwork of me in some way? Do we want to do artwork of a cassette tape? Do we want to do... Yes, it must be a good thing. 25 is not a small number of things to be able to sell easily. And when I put something out, 25 to 50 of them go immediately. And when the Great Enough puts something out, about 150 of them go out the door right very quickly. And that's a great feeling. Which, by the way, those of you who've been patiently waiting for music this whole time are going to be very happy in 2021, because you're going to get 2 EPs from me and a release from the Great Enough. You're going to be drowning in my voice this year if you want to be. And the Great Enough record is going to be tense rock and roll, like really serious rock and roll. We leaned into our guitars and we took the reins off John, and it's serious stuff. Hi, welcome. So this Flutter and WoW idea took off at a run, and I'm looking forward to perfecting that. What I wanted to know is, would you guys, should I do an actual Kickstarter for this, so that I can sort of like manage the pledge through their, release system or whatever, or should we handle it kind of privately? It's hard. It's hard to decide, because I know Kickstarter exposes me to a larger potential audience of donors, but I don't know if that's worthwhile, because I lose a small percentage as well. They take a 5% fee or a 3% fee depending on how much is raised or whatever. And then, of course, it's an all or nothing kind of situation. So I don't know if I want to risk that just to give you guys a link to share out, or whether I want to hold off on that and kind of handle this one personally, through Venmo or whatever, and then just manage the pre-orders the old-fashioned way. Because it is going to be all local production. I'm doing the mixing and mastering and recording, and then I'll do the artwork, and then the screen printing will be done by my friend Jake for the t-shirts, and all that stuff is sort of right. I was just saying, I can do like a Google form and manage actual donations via Venmo, which is a slightly smaller percentage, because Venmo never takes more than a 3% fee. And if you pay with a Venmo balance or a debit card, there's no fee at all. So that's a way for me to not lose a percentage, because I have to take into account, shipping costs and all that stuff, because like shipping t-shirts can get kind of expensive. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning toward as well, Joe. Just say there are this many, and I'll put a page on my website and go, there are this many, get in there, fill out the Google form and sign it up, and just manage it the old-fashioned way and not involve Kickstarter, I think. Because whatever doesn't pre-order, yeah, but I'm not Liz Fair. But whatever doesn't sell at pre-order is stuff I can sell at gigs. So it kind of works out. And I'm not going to release the Flutter and WoW stuff to streaming. I'm not going to put them in the distributor, because for a couple of reasons. One, it would dilute the sound I'm trying to cultivate on my Spotify profile and all that stuff. I don't want people to get the idea that I'm primarily an acoustic musician, even though because I've released a fair amount of acoustic stuff already. And the next, what was I even going to say? It's gone. My thought process ran away. I'm very tired. I think not involving Kickstarter will be better over. That's what I think too. That's what I think as well. And also because if I did Kickstarter, the goal would be relatively humble. You know what I mean? I don't need to raise a mountain of money to do this. I can do the cassette release for probably around $500. It's not an insurmountable amount of money to try to raise. It's less money to do a cassette release of these acoustic versions than I need to raise to be able to do a proper production of the song Hello Good Morning. That'll be more expensive. And I will take all of the money that we raise with Flutter and WoW, because I might be able to pocket an additional $500 in profit or something like that if it goes well. And that goes toward the what I'm calling the real album, the stuff I've been doing with Turtle, the stuff that's going to be a lot more involved, that you guys have heard bits and pieces and snippets of, that are songs that you guys have responded to. So right now that's Better Than This, Jesus Was a Socialist, I Remember Everything, Phantom Heart, and I'm looking at adding possibly Hello Good Morning, possibly Since I Weathered the Storm, depending on how production goals go. But that all is that's not acoustic demos. That's a properly serious produced album, and I'm planning on using any proceeds we make from Flutter and WoW to hire a publicist for that, or a PR firm or something to put launch money into that, so that I can try to make it successful. Because as my friend Jay Levin said when we were talking about the record, he said, it's a matter of pride for me that the album you cut with us is the best thing you've ever done. And I said, yeah, I'm down. Let's try to make it the best thing I've ever done. And it could be. I said on Patreon that it makes sense to, as a here's something while you wait. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's here's a rarity. Here's a rarity. Here's a thing that only 50 or 100 of you are ever going to get your paws on. And it's a way to keep your appetite going, you know, to keep yourself, keep yourself slaked so that you're not starving by the time the higher cost production comes around. Because make no mistake, that's higher cost. But yeah, you know, it's all going to be very interesting. Yeah, like the Underground Linkin Park releases. And cool thing I did today, I did something I have not yet done in this room. So I've had this studio room for a little over 2 years, but I've been modifying it as I went, and it's finally getting to the point where I really like it. Just in time to probably be in our last year here, but whatever. And what I did today was I broke out these, which are the Little Blondie mics. And these are very small, very lovely little pencil condenser microphones. And, you know, they're smaller than my thumb. They're really little. But they're also remarkably good. It's just an Omni capsule and a lot of high-end parts, and they sound really great if you're in a room that sounds pretty good. And I wasn't sure how this room would sound, but today I pulled them out and I did a stereo XY pattern on my acoustic guitar to get a sense for what it would sound like, and I was blown away by how lovely it sounded. And I'm going to show that to you guys if I can get everything up and running clean. Which reminds me, I think what I have to do is... I think that'll take care of something. But yeah, we're going to try to listen to some of that stuff, get you guys excited for this. Because hopefully, you know, the 10 or 12 of you guys who are watching right now, no, I hung on to these, Doc. You know how good these are. I'm never going to sell these, especially because the wait list to get them is really long, most of the time. Because these are made by one random dude in his garage in North Carolina. I think it's North Carolina, but it's a guy in his garage makes these, and he's the only guy who does. And they have the really unique, really clean, really present sound that's good on almost everything. Let me turn off the pretzel music. There we go. And let me see if we have this set up right. Okay. And okay, so I'm up in the top. I'm gonna see if I can't get my is the Yeti sword good. Yeah, good. We still have audio. That's good. I'm gonna see if I can get this window to show up the way that it's supposed to, because for some reason it's not. There we go. So I started working on iMe. Yeah, Joe, we absolutely will. They're beautiful on acoustic guitar, and I'll show you exactly what I mean, because I recut iMe today from scratch again, which is why this is so messy and everything's blue, because I haven't even color coded it yet. But I recut this again, and if it's working, if I'm getting audio, let me check and see if I'm getting audio. So it looks like that session did actually come through and play. That's great. I'll show you guys what I did today and why I'm so excited about even Flutter and WoW. And it's, you know, and being fully aware that it's a demo. It's still moves me. Gotta get this edit window clean. Being all missized. What are you doing to me? There we go. Okay, that'll have to do. Kind of a mess, but there we go. It probably won't beat the M60s because the M60s are $1,800 and these are a lot less. But I will tell you that, and also because these only have one pattern. These are Omni, take it or leave it. But I will tell you, I chose them once over a pair of Neumanns in a room, which was surprising. I wasn't expecting to. But let's listen to a little bit of what's going on. So I'm going to mute the mic once it starts playing so that you're not hearing multiple things. But this is just the the completely mismarked. All I did was an XY stereo field. I placed the two microphones in an X pattern, like I'll show you. Placed the two mics in an X pattern like this, about 6 or 8 inches in front of the 12th fret of my guitar, and did nothing, and captured something beautiful. So I'll show you the raw audio first, because even that is really impressive. Before I did any mix plugin stuff, it already sounded like this. So immediately you should be able to hear that there's such a beautiful presence picking hand sound that's not normally audible in a lot of my guitar tracks until of recent era, because I've been doing a lot of single miking. But this technique, you get so much of that right hand, which makes it all feel a little percussive, which I love. And then it's got a lot of body, and that's before I added these plugins, which is, you know, a little reverb, a little compression, and then this one's Isotope Trash, which I use to add a little actual kind of convoluted distortive filter, because I deliberately wanted to mess the tone up. It's a little too clean and pretty, and I turned it into this. And it was effortless to get that sound. I couldn't believe it. I was so blown away and so excited that I'm going to just recut the guitars on the existing demos that are headed for Flutter and WoW. I'm just going to go in and just play the guitars again. And it's going to take me one afternoon to do it, because all the parts are there. They're already written. It won't be difficult. Just to give it that beautiful tone, because these mics are great in this room. And that was exciting, because this is a totally untreated room. There was no reason to suspect it wouldn't be, you know, tricky. And then, okay, I'll let you hear the lead vocal. Computer audio can come up a little bit. Hey, thanks. I'll do that. How's this? Very balanced and even to, though that could be thanks to your very even strumming. I mean, I am a right hand perfectionist, so I'll tell you without question. Just oh, and by the way, Joe, you might notice I took your advice and dropped it a half step. I'm sure you did notice and didn't want to say, but you can brag. I took your advice, but this. That's the part. That's what I'm playing. And I did take effort to make sure it was clean. turns out.
Barefoot socks and a cigarette. See, me, begging hearts for the innocent plea. Me. And I hold myself, and I comfort me. I don't buy yourself unbrokenly. I got a heart for a start in the cemetery. Me. I try to do right, but it don't come naturally. Me. And I hold myself, yeah, and I comfort me. I don't buy yourself unbrokenly. Bury me in the now, so the memory don't find me, cut me down. Oh, yeah, and hide me in the run.
Really happy
You
with this.
can't regret forgotten wounds, and you can't fail what's left undone.
So I'm really happy with the way this is turning out. And then just for fun today, so I did some recording with a friend today, a fully vaccinated and safety observant friend. But I did some recording with a friend today, and we actually brought him in on these oohs, which I'm making as ridiculously big and choral and varied as possible. So if anybody wants to jump in on this chorus, I might be willing to talk about that, but you have to, you know, be willing to sing crap for me. But these, and it was an adventure in a lot of ways, recording a bajillion of these and balancing them, because I still haven't got them balanced. But it's all based on the idea that I there we go. It's all based on the first live performance at So Far Sounds, when I made the audience sing the backups for me, and that was so fun. So that turned out like this.
And I hold myself, and I don't buy yourself unbrokenly.
Yeah, those have to be flowing into other sections of the song still, but other than that, this one's ready for the flutter and
Hold myself, but I fix myself. I'll be unbrokenly. Unbrokenly.
So yeah, I'm really happy with that, and that's kind of the vibe. That's the vibe that we're gonna get on the sessions that I'll be. I'm gonna close this one real quick. That's the vibe that we're gonna get on these sessions that I'm gonna do Flutter and WoW. I think I'm gonna strip it down to acoustic and vocals as much as possible. Maybe leave a organ or a synth pad or something in now and again. But I was going through my collection of songs and thinking to myself, oh, yeah, I could do that one. So I'm thinking, that song I've got, and then there's... I think I want to go back to maybe finger picking this one. I'm going to sing it real quick, but because I'm thinking about doing Isaac and the Lamplighters on Flutter and WoW as well, because I have the finger picked session, which is like this. Isaac, did you know on the days you were born, there were lights in our hands, lifted high against the storm? You were slow to get here, but your mother, she was strong. So we sang away the darkness until Isaac came along. We stayed up together and we made ourselves a choir, singing songs that made us stronger through the air and down the wire. See, hope is just believing, and belief is what we do. So we'll make sure heaven knows that we believe in you. Isaac, I believe when the doctor brought the news, they felt life was full of choices, but you never got to choose. Nothing there to fight, there was nothing there to lose. Content yourself and knowing just the love you never lose. We stayed up together and we made ourselves a choir, singing songs that made us stronger through the air and down the wire. See, hope is just believing, and belief is what we do. So we'll make sure that heaven knows that we believe in you. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm hearing it, can't do anything about it. Yeah, I can't do anything about it either, unfortunately. It's just a upload, download, Streamlabs, Twitch kind of issue. Hopefully it cleans up. Eventually it tends to settle. I could try, the usual. I'll try unplugging the mic and bringing it back. Yeah, I think there's a fair amount of lurking happening right now. So, but do I do it like this? This song, do I literally finger pick this song, or do I sort of finger pick it? So literally finger picking would be, Isaac, did you know on the day that you were born, there were lights in our hands, drifting high among the storm? Or it's kind of like half-picked thing. Isaac, did you know on the day that you were born, there were lights in our hands, high against the storm? Can't decide. But that one's going on Flutter and WoW for now, because it'll eventually end up on a record, but it's not there yet. And I'm thinking I might do this one. I don't know if I want a classic or a contemporary vibe. I want a good vibe. I want a vibe that feels and sounds pleasing. That's about as far as I think it through. then I'll probably go with the half-baked option because I don't want it to sound country. I feel like this one was Capo 4, but I don't remember.
Just like every last cigarette that I've ever had. The moment I'm done, I'm gonna run out and buy a new pack. I got scars on my hands and my knees from crawling towards you. Over all of the broken glass that you left in before. Turn the chairs into rags. I want another drag. Get in my lungs again. Nicotine, nicotine. Get in my lungs again. Nicotine, nicotine. I don't know why I can't leave you behind. You were fire and gasoline, nicotine. Hoping for any excuse to stop being strong, yeah. Wondering if you were struggling to stay away too. Somebody pretty somewhere in this city has got their hands on you. I can't sleep when I'm like this. I kill for another fix. Get in my lungs again. Nicotine, nicotine. Get in my lungs again. Nicotine, nicotine. I don't know why I can't leave you behind. You were bullet in a magazine. Nicotine.
Which I think I should do that one. I feel like you guys are going to tell me in the chat what you think. I think Nicotine should end up on that. The acoustic version of Nicotine should end up on that one. Remix Tremolo over. Sorry, guys. I can't control the tremolo. I wish I could. I wish I could do something about it. I have no idea what I can possibly be doing other than, I guess I could try switching microphones and see if it helped, but thoughts don't always have to be one-on-one, man. You can. I'm pretty much comfortable with you saying stuff in the chat if you have thoughts. You don't have to, of course.
Get in my lungs again. Nicotine, nicotine. Get in my lungs again. Nicotine, nicotine. I don't know why I can't leave you behind. You were a bullet in a magazine. Nicotine.
That makes it sound like you want to say something naughty to me. So yeah, I'll probably actually work on that one tonight. I would offer to do it now, but it would require a lot of moving of mics, and I'm not there. I got a couple songs in here that I don't even remember how to play. This one was, how'd you go? You would have been here, I guess. I was never really born. You imagined me so you could pretend that you were so alone. I am what you meant, I'm your good intent. Back for me, still believe. Oh, and I know when it falls, it's a little like rain and cannonballs. It's a little like boats in waterfalls, crashing me on you. Oh, crashing me onto you. I know when it falls, it's a little like rain and cannonballs. It's a little like boats in waterfalls, crashing me onto you. I can't figure out. I'm trying to figure out how to play that in the open tuning, because that's written in standard tuning. But I'm toying with that one up for it. Got to get you the Indiana Jones caster to mess around with while you're on tour. Effing right you do, buddy. Effing right you do. You absolutely do. I want to play with that thing. I'm very into that idea. That sounds good. Let's do that. I like trying to figure out my songs in an open tuning. Like this one would be. Screw it, no one's in here that's going to judge. Just tell me if you have deadlines in mind for I, Me, and Nicotine, and I will strictly abide. If that's going toward wanting to throw some harmonies on them, I'm definitely down for that. For I, Me, I think Nicotine's going to be a solo song. Out by the lake, there's a man and nobody can see him. The soldier inside, he's making amends for his sins. Let's try to figure this out. And those of his father and sons to come later, yeah, he'll build a wall out of stones thrown by his neighbors. Yeah. Out by the road there's a girl, but he'll never meet her. She's
He's on the run from the girl in the mirror at home. Yeah. Thumb to the highway, she's seen some sorrow. Still she believes there's a light that'll shine till tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, ain't it funny how that goes? Don't it break your little heart? It's the law of something older, and it keeps us in the dark. Somewhere phone rings and a boy doesn't answer. Stories above and he stares at the sidewalk below. Intent on release, anchored by only the fire escape and the terror of just letting go. Oh, oh, oh. Miles away is a mother who woke from a slumber, yeah. A voice in her heart says it's time for her son to come home. The phone that keeps ringing, her heart is breaking. It's all the love in the world is ours for the taking. Yeah, they miss each other by only a moment, dying by inches. She knows she can't take his place. That's hard to do. Ain't it funny how that goes? Don't it dim your little spark? There is something so much bigger, and it keeps us in the dark. They may find each other at the end of the line, as if that was how it all was planned. Yeah, they say to each other, I wanna go back and start over, live through the pain, touch of your hand to see you again, to see you again, yeah. I wanna see you again, just to see you again. Somewhere in darkness, the souls are uniting over coffee and cigarettes, etiquette checked at the door. They smile with no humor, with love long behind them. Think of their lives, saying what were we living for? What were we living them for?
I'm gonna, Joe, would you clip or highlight that for me? I want to go back and listen to that because that's the way I want to do the song. I discovered it as I was going, but I want to be able to refer back to that version. That was the way that song needed to be, I think. Also, I wrote a new part in the middle of it. That I'd never done that thing at the end of the bridge. So yeah. That's a really fun one, acoustic. And then the other one I've been toying with acoustic to see if I could figure out a way to do it would be if I could figure out a way to make this one work for me. Trying different keys all the time for fun. I sink a little deeper to the collar of my jacket. It's colder outside than they said on TV. The sidewalk starts to crack, leave the guilt in my pockets, but I'm only searching for my keys. It's been a while now since I weathered the storm. It's a pitiful parade we make, just me and my coffin, drawn closer to each other every single day. And so I'm walking slower, but there ain't no walking backward. I ain't found the courage yet to plant my feet and stay. It's been a while now since I weathered the storm. Oh, it's been a while now since I weathered the storm. And it seems like everything has changed for me, like everybody else learns to believe I'm everything but what I tried to be. I guess it means I'm still unready. I'm still unready. Everything just falls apart, and no one ever cured our faith is hard. If I could take a step beyond the start, I might get better, but I'm still unready. I'm still unready, yeah, yeah. I'm still unready, yeah. Would help if I hit the right chords, though. Oh, if I call out to the white and blue and say my will is failing. It's a tired variation on a very tired theme. In the search for a rhyme or reason, man, you can't just call Alexa. There are deeper mysteries that either man or androids dream. It's been a while now since I weathered the storm. Oh, it's been a while now since I weathered the storm. Storm, storm, oh, it seems like everything has changed to me, like everybody else learned to believe I'm everything but what I tried to be. I guess it means I'm still unready. I'm still unready. Everything just falls apart, and no one ever cured our faithless heart. If I could take a step beyond the start, I might get better, but I'm still unready. I'm still unready, yeah, yeah. I am still unready, yeah. Yeah. I am still unready, yeah. Oh no, I am still unready, yeah. That was fun. That so 90s coffee shop is the Flutter and Wow vibe in a lot of ways. That's pretty much the vibe. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for, you know, I'm in love with a girl through the eye. How's a song? Fuck, I know the chorus. I know the chorus of the standard tuning. Give me a second. But the vibe I was going for was literally every time I'm thinking about, I'm in love with the world through the eyes of a girl who's still around the morning after. She woke up a month ago, and then I didn't know, like shit, the morning after. So that kind of thing is what I was going for. Elliott Smith and early Joshua Rayton. Hey, I just realized Abstriker One's in the chat. I was I was a little bit talking about you earlier, buddy. It's good to see you, Bill. Bill's very aggressive about helping his friends. He's one of those people. And yeah, clip any good performance tonight, clip, because I want to go back and review them and see which ones I want to just. So I'm probably gonna sit and recut some of these if I can. I might actually, mic the guitar and vocal all up at once and just do live takes of things until I'm happy with one. When I can, I do, he says. Oh, I don't know if I could figure you out in standard tuning. Oh, Doc, you guys are both very aggressive. You guys got into a bidding war over who loved me more one night, and that was wild. Like the one who bid me find you, I will raise up, I will raise up. Like the father of the nation, I will raise. My phone lit up, what do I gotta say? Hey, I wanna say thank you to Blooms in the Night for sending Venmo to show me love. I bought her masks, and you all should too, 'cause they're cool. And she made a Sailor Moon one for me and also an extra one for my wife because she's awesome. Let me come to one song on electric while the garden burns. I don't know if I have to try that one electric and see how it feels in comparison to the acoustic version of it. So I'll try it, but I can't tonight because it would take too much time to set up an amp. And I'm not set up for playing electric guitar in a way that I can hear right now. And the amp is covered and unplugged and sitting back there. But yeah, I'm not making my mind up about what is or is not gonna be on Fluttered and WoW. I'm gonna record too many songs because I have like 12, maybe 15 sessions already that could be on it. So gotta figure it out. Huh. I never realized what that sound. One of my songs sounds like something. Hang on, it's in my head. I'll find it. Make sure I'm crazy, or that's really what's happening. Oh, what's the name of that? What is the name of that song? That's it. That's it. Yeah. This sounds like one of my songs, in the wrong key. But yeah, this is. If I think if I migrated this to the key, it'd be almost. Is it the same chord progression? Let's find out. Let's just do it and see. No, not quite. You want to make me drink something? All right. I can't think of what song this reminded me of. These are the chords of something besides one of my songs. Oh. Are you... I think... Am I accidentally stealing a 90s song again? Oh god, I love 90s songs. I wish I'd been like really around to enjoy them, but I wasn't. No, so my song is bury me in tree roots, the stories you can see through. Follow me on this, I think I won. And when the mad and crowded's, I will sing my song about it. Everyone will cheer when I am done. Or, you know, the faster bit. Well, you promised I would pay some black January day for the sin of being in your atmosphere. But it's the same chords as, almost the same chords as. I gotta be honest, I think you know we're covered in lies, and that's okay. That's what I was thinking of. So that's fun. But, okay, here you go. This is the thing you guys could actually be helpful with. So, first off, let me explain what Flutter and WoW means for anyone who happens to not know. Flutter and WoW are audio terms that refer to the artifacts you hear on a cassette tape when you're listening to it. The way that it'll slightly warp or introduce hiss or other artifacts. Those things are called Flutter and WoW. And the more, vertical horizon. The more flutter and wow a tape has, the older it is typically. So when I tell you that, and I tell you that this is inspired by, like, you know, bootleg coffee house cassette tapes from the 1990s, an era in which I was not old enough to go to coffee houses and get cassette tapes. I was alive and existed in the 90s, but I didn't do anything cool in the 90s. All I did in the 90s, I didn't even hit puberty in the 90s. I hit puberty in the year around 2000 probably. I hit puberty in the 2000s. In the 90s, all I did was like learn how to not soil myself and spell. But I did love that music because I went back and discovered it all. So when I was in high school and everybody my age was listening to different stuff, you know, fucking, I don't know, Linkin Park or Papa Roach or whatever they were listening to, I was going back and listening to 10-year-old, 15-year-old, 20-year-old songs, which is why I know a lot of 90s alternative and why it infects everything I write. But what I was going to get at was knowing what Flutter and Wow means and what it's inspired by and what I'm going for. What should I do with the cover? What should the album art be? What should I draw? What should I create? What would be brilliant album art that would also work as a commemorative T-shirt that you would actually be excited to wear? You know, like pitch me ideas. I want to do something unbelievable for you guys. I want it to be super cool and super limited edition, and I want you guys to be very excited by its existence, and I want you to not be able to wait to get your hands on it, and I want you to be so happy to be, I guess 10 right now, 10 of the 50 or 100 people in the world who are ever going to own one. Because that's what I'm going to do. And actually, there's going to be less than 100 T-shirts. There's going to be 50 to 100 cassettes, but T-shirts, I imagine there's going to be 25, maybe. Unless there's a huge demand for them, I'll probably do 20, 25 T-shirts. Or however many I get pre-ordered. I don't know. We'll see. My buddy Jake will do brilliant, beautiful prints. As you guys know, he does great work. Ink drawn cassettes has been done. I've done ink drawn cassettes. Actually, I might have that on my. Do I have that? Vertical Horizons drummer now lives in Lititz, Pennsylvania, and drums for the Doobie Brothers. My physics teacher in high school went to college with him. You got so many connections, man. It's wild. Whoa, my Discord went a little wild too. Okay. I can just see the grabby hands, Bill. But you have already secured your T-shirt. You're good. You guaranteed one, buddy. For anyone who hasn't figured it out, Bill is the guy who turned this from a thing I was thinking about into a thing I absolutely had to do. Oh, and I was thinking maybe I would do the acoustic version of Albatross on Flutter and Wow, possibly. I gave you all those years before I gave that ghost my notice. Almost forgot how sunshine felt, yeah. I guess your pain's just a bonus. I never figured myself for a creature of revenge. Just look at me now. Now, me and Sam holding hands, making friends like we just left off the playground. I accuse, I said you broke my heart while I waited for you. I played no part, this disgrace, well, it all falls on you. You chose to start, and I guess I believe you'll never find a place to stop. Take a rest, little Albatross, and see the bigger picture. See the bigger picture. Yeah, that might make it too. I don't know. If there's a song that I play periodically that you guys would really love an acoustic version of on Flutter and Wow, anyone who is an early adopter of the pre-order process has a solid chance of, convincing me that they should get the one that they want on there. I don't know. Hey, I'm gonna sing one more song just because I feel like doing it, and then I'm gonna take off for the night. But thank you all for hanging out and for this extremely chill, coffee housey sort of Monday method. But this is what this is what I needed to do tonight. I needed to run these songs and think about all of this, and that's what I was going to be doing if I didn't have a camera on. So it's cool that I'm doing it with a camera on. What up, Rand?
This is the same, she said, as the last time you were here. This is a magic hat, but the rabbit disappeared, yeah. This is my brainstem, this is my spinal cord, this is my face when you are at my door. Ready to weep, Mr. Sorry I Lied, Mr. Gaslight, Mr. I Never Tried. Ready to weep, but do it on your own time. Ready to weep, Mr. Try It Again, Mr. Late Night Call to your drunk ex-boyfriend. Ready to weep, but do it on your own time. On your own time. This is the longest time.
Sorry, wait.
This is the most I've ever been single in my life.
Trying to remember the words. No, I can't remember them. Hang on, I'll do that verse for you. I wrote the next part of it.
This is the longest I've ever been single in my life. This is the way we lie, trying to spare each other's pride. This is my rib cage, these are my arteries, these are the worst ways I made you part of me. Ready to weep, Mr. Sorry I Lied, Mr. Gaslight, Mr. I Never Tried. Ready to weep, but do it on your own time. Ready to weep, Mr. Try It Again, Mr. Late Night Call to your drunk ex-boyfriend. Ready to weep, but do it on your own time. On your own time.
Yeah, I'm pitching this one for a TGE. I think I want that one to be. I think that deserves to be a loud ass rock song. But could do an acoustic version of it for Flutter and WoW. Maybe a play on birds or insects. Oh, I could do something that plays on birds or insects and the cassette tape vibe. Ooh, what if I did like a butterfly, vertical view of a butterfly, like almost like a Pindo boardish kind of look, but I had the pattern on its back be cassette spools or tape reels. That'd be really hard to draw. That's a tall order. I don't know if I'm good enough to pull it off, but that sounds good. That looks good in my head. If it was like a butterfly or a moth and the pattern on its wings were tape reels, like a leopard moth or something like that, that'd be cool. I'd be interested in that. I would certainly, if I can pull that off, that sounds really great to me. Tech Bard, I know you love that one. Do on your own time. I'm very intrigued by what that song will turn into. Very cool, man. I think every album you do should be a double album, solo acoustic and the full band version. You know, that's very, very, that's a thing I would do too. So all of the songs, all the acoustic songs that are going to be on Flutter and WoW will end up fully produced on an album as soon as I can afford to. As soon as I can afford to hire a producer in a band, because I want to co-produce my records, but I want another ear and person I trust in the room, modifying me and making sure that that neither my ego nor my self-esteem issues betray the song. I want somebody to make sure that I don't get so close to the forest that I can't see the trees. As fun as producing, self-producing is, and as free as it can be, I think I want somebody to be me for me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm great when I'm producing other artists. I'm very confident and objective, but it's harder when it's your own stuff. Dude, if you didn't live in Rhode Island, I'd just be like, okay, well, let's do this. You know I trust you. You know how to handle my voice. We got to get Brett hooked up with a hardware. I do want a hardware compressor. I have a few in, like, you know, wish lists and shopping carts. You know, I was looking at the FMR Audio really nice compressor for the 500 series, because I have room in my 500 series box for some compression. I have. I also know. I also love the stripped and full versions of Gavin DeGraw's Chariot. I've been thinking about getting an RNC, but there's so many things on the shopping list, dude, that I can't really afford to do it. I'm selling gear to try to modify my wish list and determine what gear I really, really need. And every now and again, we fundraise something. See, I'd love an 1176, Doc, but I'm sure it's more money than I can spare. But I do. The 1176 is my go-to compressor. That's what I use. And a 1073 into an 1176 is just, it works for a reason. It's classic for a reason. Of course not. Everything expensive and we're all broke. Yes, everything is expensive and we're all broke. It's the musician version of everything hurts and I'm dying. But I really like acoustic, like everyone knows the "Can You Relate" by The Great Enough. We had a fairly big hit with that one. And I do a different version of it all the time. That's very, how did I do it?
Sometimes when I laugh, it's self-defense. Sometimes safety lies in ignorance. Sometimes I go hours on the phone. Other times I need to be alone. Yeah, sometimes I'm alive. It's not often, but it's true. Sometimes I get scared and turn to run, 'cause it's easier to do.
You can really do wildly different versions of things, and I've always enjoyed doing that. Well, the big news today is that Flutter and WoW is officially happening. The tiers will be up on my website, but for anyone who doesn't already know, $5 for digital download, $12 for digital download plus the cassette in the mail. The extra $2 on top is because I need to cover shipping costs. $30 for digital download and T-shirt, $50 for digital download T-shirt and cassette, $100 for all of the above plus your name in the liner notes on the J-Fold. Is what I'm thinking. And if you guys want to jump on that like immediately, you're welcome to. You can hit me up or ask me how or Venmo or whatever, and I'll start managing a spreadsheet to make sure that we have all that covered in. And actually, I just noticed I'm watching on Facebook right now. It looks like Ben Sugarman, Mike Marabella, Norris Schultz, Jackie Sherman all have indicated that they want one. So that's great. So it sounds like 10 are already claimed of the probably 50, because I don't know if I don't know that there'd be enough demand for this to need to do a pressing of 100. No one knows these songs except people who watch my Twitch show, and I average between 15 and 30 viewers a show on average. So yeah, I feel like 50 is probably going to be the number, but if we get more pre-orders than I was expecting, I'll do an order of 100 and keep them in stock for when I do solo shows in the fall and winter of this year. So yeah, very exciting. And all of that is a great thing to occupy my time right now because the team at Turtle Studios is very, very busy with a huge project, and I can't work on my more expensively produced record with Doug until he wraps up on those. So I'm a little bit stalled out, and I'm just experimenting with sounds and arrangement stuff and trying to be as ready as I can for when he's able to get back in the saddle with me. But this gives me something to occupy my time. So yeah, great, awesome. I had a great time tonight. I hope you guys did too. I will catch you tomorrow for some Assassin's Creed. 99% sure that's happening. And then this Thursday, I think we're gonna do an all originals night. Maybe something kind of like this, but a little bit more, stand up and energetic. Where we are, trying to confirm the songs that you guys are most excited about, and start using your reactions in the chat to help me make my plans. Thank you all for hanging out, and I will see you all real soon. Appreciate you.